Okay. Good afternoon, New York City. Christopher Leon Johnson here, and happy Labor Day. Today legally is Labor Day. The parade is on the 6th of September in Manhattan. That will celebrate all the labor unions, including the major legacy like 32BJ and the UFT and DC 37. That's where the governor and Zoran and Curtis and Eric and Andrew Cuomo is going to be there for that one. I'm going to be there for that one too, show my support. While at the same time, today is a holiday, but on the holiday they celebrate. This guy's still sleeping out here. Yep, he is still sleeping out here. Crazy shit. Still sleeping out here. They celebrate Caribbean heritage, West Indian heritage, and they call it West Indian Day. They call it Juve. But city New York, this Juve is really whack and clean compared to the Juves that are in like Miami or in the diaspora. And the reason it's really squeaky clean compared to the ones in like Miami and the diaspora, like the West Indies, like Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, and all the West Indian countries, is because of the fact that as you see right now, when we get closer, you're going to see the NYPD clearing up the street and trying to tell people it's time to go. If y'all want to go somewhere else. It was because of the fact that this year is election year. And this morning, I was in Queens early this morning in Queens. After I did the parade, I went to Queens. That all the mayoral candidates was out here campaigning, such as Curtis Sliwa, the incumbent Eric Adams was on his way out the door. Then you have, what's his name? Zoran Madani, Democrat nominee for mayor, and the former governor who's running as an independent, Andrew Cuomo. So basically, guys, over here, let me show you what's happening over here. It's past 3 o'clock, so they meant to shut it down right now at 3 o'clock, which is good. One thing about the West Indian Day Parade is that you can see a lot of nice ass women with voluptuous. So basically, right here, guys, is the CMS nonprofit Man Up Incorporated are here to make sure that nobody shoot each other or stab each other or fight on these streets, because for the past about, let's say since I was born, to be exact, 30 years. It's been going for 30 years. These guys and gals been shooting each other and nothing been accomplished. And now you see here the gun violence prevention czar. What's up, man? AT Mitchell's here in a nutshell. That is the gun violence. Oh, sorry about that. That is the nothing. Gun violence prevention czar. Basically, right now, they're gonna make sure that no bullshit happens throughout the whole day. I didn't hear of any stories of people doing things crazy, which is great. So you have all the cure violence nonprofits out here. Hobby, Kings and Kings. Yeah, they all out here making sure that nothing happens. But back to the topic at hand about Juve. the reason it's way different here than other places is because of the fact that there's kids around, it's children, and they can't do. It's like the stuff they could do, they want to do like in Miami or in the diaspora, they can't do here because there's a lot of children here. There's a lot of children here, and they don't want to. There's a lot of children here, and this is ran by a nonprofit, and they get government funding. And there's a lot of things that a nonprofit cannot do with government funding, even if they are funneling that money into the shit that they're supposed to be doing. So it's like when you do an event with government money, you have to be real careful of what you present, because what happens is people complain and elected officials have to listen. And then they got people that listen to what too, like the Attorney General and the mayor or the Speaker of the City Council, the Speaker of the State Senate, the Speaker of the State Assembly, and they can lose their funding. So it's a lot of stuff you gotta be real careful with when you get government money. And another reason, you saw the guys with the green shirts, that's another reason why, because like I said, for the past since I was born, that's like over 35 years, probably 35 years that these guys and gals, and mostly gangbangers, be killing each other and shit like that, stabbing each other, shooting each other. Everything in the book you can think of, that's what they do. And like I said, guys, I told you guys earlier in my other video, I think it's uploading now, I don't know, uploading, did it upload, I don't know, I'll see. That I don't like to be out here for this aspect. It's right by my house right there. But what I do is, like, when the elected officials are done marching, I go home or I do other shit. Because once the elected officials leave, that's when everybody else, all the regular people come out. And all hell breaks loose when the regular people come out. So now, in like a few minutes, sorry about that, guys. You see the sanitation guys right there. They're going to be ready to, the street sweepers and shit like that. Once they get that cleared, the cops here are going to open up the gate, usually from the top. He does a white shirt, you know what I mean? That's a white cop, white shirt. White shirt, you know, he just does the executive to the blue and whites. And he's gonna open the gate. And what's gonna happen is that they're gonna start sweeping the shit out of this fucking area, to where once that happens, the streets gonna start opening up. Because there was a time that, like, when I was real young, that they had the parades would go to like 8 o'clock in the night time. They used to have this shit open like until 8, 9 o'clock, to where like 8, 9 o'clock. And then what happened was, because a lot of people started getting shot and killed, and shot, stabbed, sexually assaulted, harassed. They had to cut down the time from 8 o'clock. They did it from 8 to 5. And then they did it from 8 to 4. And then because of the pandemic, that fucked everything up. And I could even be they might close my account. I said the other word. That they did it from now is 10 to 3. So after 3 o'clock, all this shit here is completely ended. Completely ended yet, because this is just a preview of what's going to happen later on throughout the whole day to the early morning. That it's going to be a lot of all over the city, or maybe all over Brooklyn to be exact, all over Brooklyn and certain parts of Queens. There's going to be Juve parties, after parties, like post-Juve parties, post-parade parties, like where everybody going to get drunk, turn up, twerk, like dirty wine, all that shit like that. And it's just what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that this year, I don't think that anything happened this year. And shout out to the CMS group that do the work. But like I said before, guys, like I said before, is that with CMS is that it's ways you're supposed to put, this is way you put the money by hiring more cops. And I don't know what's going to happen later on today. Or I don't know what the news is going to come up today. Is that you have a lot of cops around here. You have a lot of police, a lot of cops. And the way you really cure the violence in the city of New York, the way you cure the violence in the city of New York is by you hire more police. When you put 2,500 cops, 2,500 cops out here, and they become real strict, that's when you really are doing the right thing. But when you just say like, fuck it, the way we're gonna sell this issue is by giving all the work to giving everything to the nonprofits that can't do the shit that the police can do. The police could do. It doesn't mean anything. So like, shout out to the cops for doing their job today. I didn't want to be out here for the fuck shit. I was in Queens, but it is what it is. Look at your partners right here. So yeah, so basically so like I said, it's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is, like I said, but I want to talk this other topic. I want a topic that about how Eric Adams is planning on bringing gangbangers to Gracie Mansion. And this is my opinion, right? Because what Eric trying to do is campaign on government time and try to, and Curtis was correct about that, right? Curtis was real correct, like all those guys gonna do, I don't fuck with Curtis, but Curtis is right, is that all those guys and gals are gonna do is go back and try when they recruit, or go back to the boys and gals and brag like, oh, the mayor invited, I got invited to Gracie Mansion and I smoked with the mayor. It's complete bullshit. So, yeah, it just, yeah, like at the end of the day, it's gonna be a lot of parties tonight. A lot of parties tonight. So, So, I mean, all I can tell people is get home safe, stay safe, try to drink and drive. When they get the call to like open the gates and shit, and it's gonna be a wrap. Like they will come like crazy, sweep this whole. It's gonna be squeaky clean. Because what they want to do is keep it squeaky clean so the cars and trucks will come out. And then once that happens, guys, then you'll be like, that's why they know, like, because when the streets are open, people feel they can do what the fuck they want. So yeah. So that's why I had to say, I mean, just want to come out here and see what this is about. Like I said, I was out there this morning. I had to go to Queens, do some business. Other than that, like, I had a great time this morning. I really didn't want to go out to this beat, but sometimes you got to. It's 5 minutes from my house. Like a 5-minute walk. Good walk is 5 minutes. I had a 5-minute walk and went there, shook some hands to people that I respect. Met Madani, and I'm gonna talk about that Madani shit. Like I said before, guys. But Madani is that, look, I like Madani. That's my guy. I love him as a person. But his policy is shitty, right? And I'll tell him to his face that. And I'll tell people, policies suck. But I want to make, like I said earlier this morning to a few people, that, look, you can get mad about the picture all you want, but if you're backing Curtis Sliwa, who has no chance of becoming mayor, because all the insiders know this. I'm an insider. All the insiders know that Curtis is a cartoon character who don't even know where he's at, who don't even know what day it is, and who is so tainted as a political candidate. You can make a book out of it, what the fuck he did as a politico. Then it doesn't mean it's just like, what's the point of voting for the guy? It's a waste of vote. It's a wasted vote. So, let me get back on the sidewalk. Wasted vote. it's just a wasted vote. And that's why I explain to people, like, look, you're just wasting your vote when you're backing somebody that has no real chance of winning. Yeah, you were knocked out, bro. You was KO. You was knocked out for hours, bro. You were knocked out for hours over there. Let you know, bro. Yeah, he was knocked out for hours. So yeah. So, but when you have a mayor, like when you have somebody that run for mayor that is so tainted, it's a wasted vote. Now, like I tell people this all the time, and many people say this shit, because we're all, like, some of us are inside, like, we know this stuff, we know the people, that unless Cuomo or Eric decide to drop out, one of them had to drop out, then Madani will be mayor. Because what's happening is that people are splitting the vote. And this is live split voting. You have a people that are moderate Democrats that really both back Cuomo and Eric, but they're divided because they feel that if I back up this candidate, if I back up Cuomo, or I back Cuomo, or I back up Adams, and he gets, let's say Adams get reelected, they get what they want out of the administration. Or let's say Cuomo get elected, they get what they want out of his administration. Madani area is shit set, and that's keep it 100. So going forward, unless Cuomo or Eric drops out, Madani will be mayor. Because like I said before in the other video, I said, look, Irene Estrada, who passionate know the shit about me, but he's backing a candidate who's nothing but an Eric Adams carbon copy, and nobody gives a fuck about her. They're not covering her. But this is the person they back for mayor. Fucking crazy shit. So I'm gonna log off here, and like I said, it's a great day, so I'm gonna go upload these videos and then take a nap. I gotta get something from the store. Disturb my niece to actually get something. So I'm gonna do that. All right, take care. Happy Monday.